Welcome back to Good Day. Well, it's hard to believe we're thinking about April right now. We were talking about the Good Day Garden earlier and everything. Well, considering what's going on outside, it's a little bit wintry.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to April, though.
Yeah, me too.
But now is the time to start training if you're thinking about running in any of the events surrounding the Glass City Marathon. Bob Masters is the director of training for Dave's Running, and Clint McCormick is the race director for Mercy Health Glass City Marathon. So good morning, Clint. Bob.
Morning.
Hey, it's cold out. Are runners still like getting out right now?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
So you
John Birchfield.
101 days. We are 101 days from race day. So we've got plenty of time.
And, you know, that's a long race, so you have to really train. How do you start the build-up to be able to run all those miles?
It depends on what race and what level you're at. We have a couple categories. We have our beginners, and we train them for a half marathon, because a marathon, that's a whole different animal to just try to jump in and run out the door your first time. So we have that, and then we have the longer approach where we slowly build up miles for the 16-week program. That's why we're starting now, because these aren't 5Ks or 10Ks. These are very long races, and you need to have those miles on your legs to be able to get through that in the long run.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't just get out there and do it.
He said a full marathon is a monster. A half marathon is too.
Yes, it is. It's no joke.
Right.
Neither of them are a joke, but it's a whole different beast when you start preparing for that marathon.
Yeah.
So now is the time. And how do people get out in this kind of weather? They just do it.
We have we literally, our first long run was last Saturday, and we had to cancel. It was so icy out.
Yeah.
So people ran later in the day when the trucks got out and were able to salt and plow areas.
Okay.
And so what we do is we have one day where we're on the indoor track, and that was last night.
Okay.
So we do that through the whole winter, and that is one of our perks to our program, is these people get to come out to an indoor track, run in shorts and t-shirt for one day of the week. So when everyone else is trying to figure out what to do when it's 0 degrees, we're on the indoor track running. And so it's a pretty good trade-off. But otherwise, you're layering. You're layering a lot, and you're running at the hopefully warmest time of the day and trying to stay off the ice.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard during this time, the warmest part of the day. It's like 5 degrees.
Yeah.
But the good thing, though, is since the program is so long, there's, I would call, snow days built into the program.
Okay.
You know, so even though you have a program laid out, if you miss one day in January, it's not going to affect you in a negative way, right? So it's a whole ramp-up period, and that's the important part that we try to educate to these sometimes newer runners, is you don't have to do this religiously, right? We want you out there, make the commitment, but you also have to be smart about it.
Yeah, good. So when we talk about the Glass City Marathon for this year, what can we look forward to?
Yeah, so the big news is this is our 15th annual half marathon. So we started that in 2009. We had the 2020 disaster, so this is our 15th year. So we're kind of commemorating that, So when you run, or when you register rather, the first 2,000 people are getting a special commemorative beanie cap that has the 15 on it. You'll see the logos with the 15 on it and things like that. So we're looking for a little bump in registration in terms of the participant numbers. In terms of the whole field, our marathon's killing it right now. We have almost a complete field for the marathon distance already.
Wow.
Over 1,300 people signed up just for that distance. Wow. And I think a lot of that is on the heels of I guess last year's success, in that we were the national championship race. The quality of field that we had made us in the top 10 now for the fastest Boston qualifier courses in the country. So I think people will recognize that, hey, if I'm going to run a spring marathon, then this is the one to go to, and our field is now drawing from a larger radius.
Right, and if you want to get into Boston or get into some of those other marathons, it's a great route to take, isn't it?
Right,
yeah.
right.
It's still a monster.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It's still a beast, but now is the time. So you can register now already.
Absolutely.
When is the marathon?
So April 28th.
April 28th.
Right.
I was trying to do the math. You said 101 days from today. It just wasn't working.
Yeah.
15 weeks, because we're on a 16-week program in the marathon, and we're still taking registrations for our training program through the rest of this week.
So if folks want to run, they still have a chance to sign up with
Yes, they can still sign up and run with us. It's much easier when you're training with 300 other people than it is to train it on your own.
Some help and
get
support
those tips and
accountability partners and all of that.
Right.
We provide it all.
So part of the program, we have actually this Sunday we have a 10-miler. So we're looking forward to the heat wave coming on Sunday.
Yeah.
It's going to be 20 degrees warmer than it is now. So our first, I guess, challenge is either a 10-mile or a 10K distance to kind of barometer check, see where you're at. But then we have kind of a training group run in February. We've got one in March. We got one in early April. Kind of, again, set those barometers. Practice what you're going to do on race day. If you're going to be taking different hydration or if you're taking different nutrition, if you're out there for 3 or 4 hours, you got to be factoring in the nutrition. And that's a lot of the stuff we try to teach you in the training program.
All things you need to know if you're going to run a marathon. So get signed up for that. Can you just go to Glass City Marathon's website, or how do you get signed up? So GlassCityMarathon.org has all the information, not only to register for the race, but also to register for the training programs. Okay. Very good.
Sounds good.
Thanks for being here today.
Yeah, we'll be talking to you guys some more.
Thank you.
All right. We'll be back with more Good Day. Stay with us.